What's up, my pungios? Andy with Tech Influence here with this 12-in-1 multifunctional dock for your Mac Studio, your Mac Mini to add an extra terabyte, 2 terabytes, 5, whatever the limit here is for an NVMe drive. It's got audio out, an SD reader, as well as USB-A and USB Type-C up to 10 gigabits. It's got DisplayPort and 2 HDMI ports, giving you a triple display 4K docking station. It's got a gigabit of internet. It only accepts NVMe, PCIe SSD. It doesn't take SATA or mSATA drives. With that said, the folks at Wavlink did provide this to me complimentary and sponsor this video. Down below in the links in the description is the product pricing and availability. This is a great way here to be able to output 3 4K displays, including DisplayPort and 2 HDMI for your workflow. I have keyboard and mouse, as well as a terabyte NVMe drive to be able to add to my workflow. With that said, let's go and unbox this, demonstrate it, and show you what you're getting yourself into. Unboxing is very straightforward. It comes with 12 different functions here in this awesome dock for your Mac Studio, Mac Mini, or even your MacBook Pro. I've got a Mac Studio here that we're gonna connect this to, and it can just sit right there on your dock, allowing you to optimize your workflow and creative experience. On the sides here, you can see that you've got a micro SD card, an SD card, power plug, as well as 10 gigabit USB Type-A 3.0 and USB Type-C. On the side here, you've got the lock if you want. You've got a gigabit of LAN, as well as 2 3.0, 5 gigabits, 2 HDMI, as well as a DisplayPort and DC in. On the other side, you've got your power and host plugs as well. And then on the top, you've got this nice carbon fiber retractable case here to be able to attach your NVMe drive. You've got multiple different sizes here. I've got the largest size, which shouldn't be a problem to be able to install. Okay, we're at my desk with the Wavlink. We're gonna go ahead and set up these 3 displays. I've got my Mac Studio as well as some audio interfacing here that we're gonna connect into it. I've also got a keyboard and mouse that I need to connect as well, that I need the USB-A 3.0 to connect to. And then we'll go ahead and get all of my hard drives and connect all the hard drives here to this. So we got a nice seamless setup. Let's install the NVMe drive first. Press the button here to take the lid off. Inside of the contents to be able to install it. You've got a couple of these silicone plugs here that are going to mount it, and then you've also got the rubber to be able to place on top of it as well to reduce shock. We're going to take my drive here and we're going to go ahead and place it in, matching the correct array. We're going to match the socket, place it into the socket. It'll snap into place just like that, and then you're going to use the little silicone here and press fit that right there into place. I'm going to place the cap back on here. Now we're ready to set it up here on our studio. Plug in the DC plug. You've got your display port. Okay, now we got the first HDMI cord. We're gonna plug it in. We'll get the second HDMI cord and we'll plug that in. It's amazing how many ports here this has. We're gonna go ahead and plug in our keyboard now. We're gonna plug the USB 10-bit cable here into the host and then plug that into the studio. We're going to plug in the audio interface, and then I've got my hard drives here. This is my 4 terabyte T7 Shield. We're going to plug it into the 10 gigabit USB-C, and then I've got the 10 gigabit 3.2 USB-A. I'm going to plug it into my other hard drive. I shot some footage on my GoPro. We're going to put the micro SD card in there. We'll put the SD card in there as well. Now that we've got everything powered on, going in at power, and it'll boot up. 2 monitors. Let's wait for the third to boot. Here's the third monitor. There it is. As you can see, it's displaying the black card and the shield. I've also got the blue here on the Mac Studio. I've also got the M.2 drive, which was the NVMe drive that was installed here on the top. And then I've got the SD card here. The sound card is also being driven here, and my microphone is now showing. With that said, it's very impressive. The keyboard and mouse were easily recognized. I've got all the screens up and running, and I'm ready to go ahead and edit and add this to my workflow. The Mac orientation only allows for copying the displays. It doesn't recognize them, doesn't recognize all 3 of them. Next option, you can connect to your MacBook Pro. You just plug into your USB Type-C port, powered on, and it'll start displaying your displays. With the MacBook Pro, we're gonna go ahead here and we're gonna allow everything. On the MacBook display, it's gonna act as the A screen, and then 1, 2, and 3 are gonna act as the B screen. You can see here, I've got the black, the SD card, I've even got the micro SD card, as well as the other hard drive that we connected into. We have full mouse support, and we'll be able to make content no problem with all 4 screens connected. With that said, I think this dock is great here for your workflow. Having that M.2 drive here, I have a 1 terabyte hard drive, is just gonna double your workflow. Having all the extra USB ports and that triple display is really awesome. Makes this for the best display dock here that I've reviewed. With that said, the folks at Wavlink did sponsor this video. Down below in the links in the description will be the product pricing and availability. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll catch you in the next one. Bye.